Welcome back everybody. So as you can see from the title of the video, it says Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 1 Episode 1 Welcome to the Hellmouth review. Now I haven't watched the Buffy series for quite a while, and at the weekend I started watching Season 1 and I thought to myself, I do YouTube videos now, so why not review every single episode from every series. So Buffy the series aired here in February 1998, but it wasn't the first time I heard of Buffy, because in 1992 they released a film starring Kirsty Swanson. Not the best film in the world, I'm not going to lie, but to me it's one of those films that I can watch over and over again. I generally have quite a fair bit of love for that movie. Going on to the Buffy series, so Welcome to the Hellmouth was generally for the first 20 minutes an introduction to all of your characters. So you have Buffy, Willow, Xander, Angel, who's far too good looking. Tiny little bit of jealousy there, I think. With good reason. I put myself off there. Giles, Cordelia, the main villain throughout season 1, the Master, and many, many others. So Buffy and her mum Joyce decide to move from LA to Sunnydale to start a new life, and for Buffy to basically ditch the slaying. She never wanted to be the Slayer. She never wanted this responsibility in any way, shape or form, so they moved to Sunnydale to start a new life. What she didn't realise is probably around about 20-25 minutes into this episode, a dead body gets found in one of the school lockers at Sunnydale, and has 2 puncture wounds in the side of his neck, I should say, which then basically raises Buffy's alarm bells again, and she kind of gets forced into slaying these vampires that are in Sunnydale at this time, and to be fair, throughout the series, a whole world of other evil as well. Generally, throughout this first episode, well, I remember when I first watched it, I was just glued to the TV. I just loved it in so many ways. Just the introduction to the characters. So you got Willow, who is the computer nerd, who's quite shy and doesn't have many friends. All that takes a dramatic turn in about 4 seasons time, which I will get to. Then you have Xander, who is the comedic element into this series, which actually does work quite a lot. It's not overdone. There's just enough comedic there to just level the tone a little bit. Then you have Giles, who is portrayed as the Watcher for Buffy, Buffy's Watcher, who is to train her to advance her skills. He's also portrayed as an Englishman who likes to drink a lot of tea and sit in front of the fire with a good book. Which then moves on to Cordelia, who is quite the arrogant. She's the person you have to be in with at Sunnydale High, but she comes across quite arrogant as well. And everything in your head say, I really do hate that, but you can't, because she just does it really, really well. Then you have Angel, who is a tall, dark, brooding vampire who pops up a couple of times in this episode, who is quite cryptic. Buffy's she finds him hot, but he's very mysterious, and she's trying to figure him out. But as the late reviews go on, and if you've seen the Buffy universe, you know exactly what happens. Then you have the Master, who is the main villain in this, who is a very, very old vampire who is trapped underground and is waiting for a certain event which happens in the next episode, The Harvest. So he can release himself and basically go above ground and just kill everybody he can from it. All in all, this episode, like I said, it's more about Buffy going back into the slaying and being very reluctant to get back into the slaying. I actually love the way this episode was panned out. I love the introductions. I love the fact that Willow and Xander find out that she is the Slayer, and they basically want to help her, but she's very reluctant because she doesn't want to put their lives in danger as well. But for Willow and Xander, it gives them a reason. There's something, their connection and bond between those three at the start of this, and throughout the whole of the series. As if you've seen the series, you know exactly what I'm on about and how close they become as friends. I just absolutely love it. It's just this whole episode, you know, it's just a setup for the next episode, really, which I'll get into a bit more depth instead of like the more of what I'm going on about now, like what I think of each characters. All in all, like I said, not too much actually happens in this first episode. As such, you get to meet some of the vampires as well, as in Darla, Luke. I think it's Luke. I'm pretty sure it's Luke. I only watched it the other day and I've forgotten the name already. Um, in it, you don't see her do much slaying until the end, but when you do, she is kick-ass. She's very confident and very, very strong. So, on that note, if you've seen the first ever episode of Buffy, and please tell me what you think and put it in the comments down below. If you haven't seen any episodes from Buffy, please highly recommend you watch the first episode and then tell me what you think and put that in the comments down below. I will be doing 2 of these reviews a week. The second episode, The Harvest, will probably be either Thursday, Friday or Saturday. I haven't really decided, but you're definitely going to get 2 videos a week, 2 reviews of the Buffy series until I've gone through them all. So, on that note, hope you have a great rest of the day. Whatever you're doing, please take care and goodbye.